All right, how are we feeling? Good. I am Paul Nolan, and I am both honored and humbled to serve as your student body president. My preferred gender pronouns are he, him, his. I identify by my race, white, my biological sex, male, my self-identified gender that is consistent with my biological sex, cisgender, my national origin, USA born, my age, 21, my physical ability, able-bodied, my educational background with respect to my family, fourth-generation college student. It appears that in every aspect of the word, I have been favored. Up until 3 months ago, these would all be privileges, until I really took the time to process other aspects of my identity and implications that it would have on my life going forward. 3 months ago, the nation experienced a tragedy in Orlando, Florida. 49 people were shot down and 53 others were wounded because they were expressing themselves in a gay nightclub. This event resonated with me to my core, and I began to seriously reflect on who I am and the kinds of spaces that I could be in. Could that have been me in there? Was on the forefront of my mind. Although I'd spent time in the past contemplating certain identities, I always found an excuse or a distraction. This time around, I needed to be intentional with my process. I reflected on diverse experiences in my past, my upbringing, and potentially what might arise in my future. I thought deeply about what I feel comfortable sharing with my friends, my family, with others, with the wolf pack, and writing these remarks is part of that process too. In doing so, I can affirm with confidence that certain identities of mine are always in flux. Therefore, for me, I need no label. I'm content without an umbrella term to place me for the satisfaction of others. My thoughts and feelings alone are enough to be warmly welcomed and included in this community. All I need to do is pursue the dream that when she, he, or Z walks alongside me, that we feel proud, safe, and welcome in any space. And that dream starts with NC State and the campus community. As someone who has felt legitimate pressure to challenge and change how I present myself, how I interact and who I interact with, as a function of my identity, nothing makes me more proud than to be a champion for every student who has ever felt anything less than genuine, for any student who has ever felt anything less than valued, for any student who has thought anything that maybe they don't matter. No student deserves to feel unwelcome, to feel uncomfortable holding the hand of their significant other, and to feel marginalized. Since that isn't the reality, Wolfpack, we have work to do. Please know that student government and I endeavor to push this university forward. All students deserve to have a safe and inclusive environment as we share a common goal, common admirable goal of achieving our higher education. Student government is here to provide opportunities for students to engage in healthy conversations related to diversity and inclusion. We're also proactively identifying ways to incorporate faculty and staff into these complex dialogues. And we challenge our administration to work alongside us, sharing ownership of initiatives to create the vision that we share of an all-inclusive campus environment. We will accomplish this by continuing the Racial Climate Town Hall, by advancing the content of Diversity Education Week, by building upon the common reading and evaluating the diversity requirement in our curricula. But we realize we can't do this alone. How we respect the pack matters. It matters because we're all part of the Wolfpack community. It matters because individuals and groups deserve equity and respect. It matters because our differences should be celebrated. It matters because every student deserves to express themselves openly without fear of ramification and judgment. And it matters because we're not there yet. Thank you all for your time. I appreciate you allowing me to be vulnerable and express my genuine emotions in this space and for sharing my journey. Please join me in welcoming our fearless leader, Chancellor Dr. Randy Woodson, to the stage.